Hello, my name is Suckit, and we are playing Godslapper's Paradise. And last time, we tried to bring some blocks that did stuff and some NPCs from some of the Advent of Ascension dimensions into the overworld and use them here, and none of them worked. We built this huge structure that we're going to end up having to use for something else. We brought a creep banker and just put him in some fence down here, and friends, he scarpered. He's out. So we're gonna do some other kinds of stuff today. The first of which is with one of these spirit-attuned gems. We're gonna make a divination rod from occultism, and we are going to head to the nether. Now what we're here for is to find some easnium, and friends, it ain't easy. Alright, I'll quit it. That's such a bad joke. What you do is you right-click on something. If you did this on a dirt block, I think, in the overworld, it would show you the way to an overworld grove. But if you shift right-click on netherrack, the rod will attune itself to easnium ore. And what we do, we're going to want to get somewhere. Let's see. Looks like there might be area down here. Alright, well this is good enough, I guess. We'll just, you just hold right click and you'll get a little image of it. Yeah, there's right there. Now, that just says netherrack, right? Yeah. To actually see and mine, to see this stuff, we're going to need goggles. And to mine it, we're going to need a special tool. Now, I finished off these rooms, just, basically, so it's just not blank stone. The ritual that we're going to need to do is Veseus's spectral compulsion. Let's see if we can find, I'm probably spelling it wrong. Here we go. Veseus's spectral compulsion. So this is, it's a foliate, and it's, looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll want another 9x9 room. I've added Create Deco to the pack because I really like these colors. Like the Dean bricks are really cool. We're gonna use some of those. Let's see what all these take. Oh, okay. Just some yellow dye. Do we have a recipe for yellow dye? We do not. Now these also have all kinds of variety. We've got cracked, we got short, long bricks, mossy bricks. Oh, these are great. Yeah, these are great. Anyway, back to the goggles. What we're gonna need are infused lenses, and for those we're going to need glass lenses, which is a spirit-attuned gem and any glass pane. And we'll do the walls later, but like, see what I mean about the Dean bricks? They're so good. Let's go back and draw the circle. There we go. And this one's pretty simple. Just uses the two kinds of chalk. And we're gonna need a silver and a silver. And a gold. And the lenses themselves. And I think it's a foliate. Yeah, wonderful. Should be just about ready. Come on. I gotta make a lyre out of it. There it goes. And then I'm pretty sure it's just like vanilla materials. Oh, we're gonna need lens frames. So silver and other stone. No big deal. Here we go. Now if we put these on our head, I guess we have the slots, we'll always be able to see otherworld stuff, and everything will be overlaid with this, color. Not the kind of thing I want to have all the time, but very, very useful. The next thing we need is bound pick. Here it is. Infused pick, okay. So we'll need Stygior's higher binding. Now we'll need one of these pickaxe heads. And lucky us, we've already made Stygior's higher binding. And we can just go ahead and bind this. And we got silver. We got sticks. We got the pickaxe head itself. And finally, the bound book. There it is. Now we are going to want to enchant it. Just like it's a regular pick. And now, oh look, there's some right there. We can take our fancy pickaxe with our goggles. And we can grab the stuff. Now that one was really lucky, and I have found a few more. I didn't get 3 from that. But there's another one down here. You can see it. I did put experience boost on this pick. I think the Eidolon table is the only way to get it in this. I don't think you can get it from villagers. It's comically overpowered. I love it. Sometimes there's more than one. They spawn in blobs up to 2. Oh, there's another one. Let's see what we find. Down here in this nether mine shaft. I guess they do spawn. And not just netherrack areas. That's good to know. Oh, there's another one. Here we go. Here's 2 spawned together. Very nice. Alright, home sweet home. We got a good amount of the stuff. We're gonna switch our pick up. Go back to the... what should we do? The Silk Touch? The Silk Touch. Now we can process this Easnium ore in our setup over here. And it will triple it for us, so we're gonna get a good amount here, a little over a stack. Okay, yeah, 69 exactly. So what are we gonna do with it? We are, first off, we're looking for a bunch of these familiars, which give you beneficial effects. Some of them more beneficial than others, but by themselves they're very delicate. We're going to want to put them into rings. But now that we have some Easnium, we're also going to want to make a Djinn ore miner. Not because we need the materials, but because I'm curious what all they are set up to give us in this pack, if we need to try to add anything or take it away. I don't want the Advent of Ascension ores from other dimensions to show up, but we'll have to see. Now, there's 2 things we can do with this. Stygior's will give us the genie. That's what we want. There's also, we could use the one we just built as a Veus' Spectral Compulsion to give us just a minor Faliat, and that's just random blocks. That has its use. Definitely, it's actually pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get this ready. Now, one of the things we need is some gold ore to make this. What is this? Well, that's fancy. 26 gun damage? Anyway, we can make ore. We could just go get some, but we might as well make a combiner anyway. I don't think we have one. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and make a combiner. Alright, well, this is definitely a more advanced machine. It uses a reinforced alloy in its basic construction. Oh, we're just going to grab it. Now, we're going to have the importer and everything facing the opposite direction from the bottom row. And the reason is, if we put an importer on top of the iron crafter, it will suck all the recipes out. So you want to kind of do this upside down from the bottom row if you make this many machines and you need the space like we do. Oh, that's just the pattern. We got to make the combiner itself. Okay, there we go. I had this back one too far. The only thing we got to do differently is set the bottom to input, set the top to output, and we should be good to go. Now I'm kind of looking at what we want to do here. And it looks like we really just want to fill the extra slot with cobble. And I don't have a problem with that. It's kind of like the, what is it, the infuser? The things, we got a couple of them running here. Yeah, the infusers. Gonna run on kind of the same principle. So let's teach this thing how to make gold ore. Why not? I don't know that I've ever used this block. So yeah, okay. Just like so, we'll take that out. We'll create the recipe because this is already going to be full of cobblestone. And let's make ourselves 1 gold ore. There it is. Awesome. Strigior's higher binding. Your friend and mine. I swear, this is the circle I use like by far the most. I don't know if that's by design. I do know it's one of the most fun ones to say. Now, the lamp isn't the only thing we're gonna need. We are also going to need not a stable wormhole. Where is it? That's the sacrificial bowl. This thing, a dimensional mine shaft. This also uses Strigior's higher binding and a Jinn book of binding. Alright, 1 lamp. Now this is enchantable. And I don't know if it will actually take... Yeah, it's like, it'll take an eternal stele. I don't know if it'll respect the indestructible attribute, though. I know it respects unbreaking. Now this one does use another block of Easnium. Oh, I did not bind the book to a name. Alright. So this stuff is really powerful, but stuff like the Easnium is hard to get, and we definitely won't get the Easnium from the Dimensional Mine Shaft. We gotta go find that. There we go. And we are gonna risk one of our precious, is our blacksmith table outside? I thought I had it down here. We're gonna risk one of our precious stellarite shards or whatever. Made it into the Eternal Stella and see if this will respect it. I kind of doubt it. But the Ore Miner Jinn does, what you'd expect. It mines ores. We're gonna set it up right down here. Don't need much room. We're gonna put a pipe down. We're gonna put the mine shaft right on top of it and set the pipe to extract. And we are gonna put an improved pipe upgrade in here because you can use the time in the bottle on this. And we're going to. The truck's along. It's not the fastest thing in the world. Okay, it looks like it's actually gonna respect the indestructible. That's very cool. Let's crank it up all the way. That's as fast as it'll go. You can see this thing isn't taking any durability. And we're getting ores like gangbusters here. Okay, it ran out of steam. It's getting us cobalt, which is nice. It's getting us the overworld, Advent of Ascension ores, which is fine. And it's getting us other stone. That's probably, gonna save us a little time. So, not the most, I'm gonna do it one more run. A very easy setup to get your hands on, just a little bit of ore, if you need it. But we don't seem to be getting the other dimension Advent of Ascension ores, and that's what I was hoping for, so very good. Okay, up next, familiars. We're going to be doing sacrifices for a lot of these. We're going to start with the deer familiar, and for this we're going to need Hadron's Lure, which is fairly sizable. Bigger than we built so far, I think. Let's We can get a look at it here. So it'll go 3, 5, 7. So this is 9 out. So yeah, we'll want to have an 11 by 11 room for this. Alright, we got the circle ready. We're going to need 2 string, 4 sticks. We're going to need to put the book in here. And you'll see it says it started summoning, but they're black particles. That's because the deer familiar requires a sacrifice. In this case, a cow. Now we kill the cow, we see purple particles. The ritual's moving along. Moving along real fast. All of the familiars, I believe, use a sacrifice like that. Aren't you adorable? Now, they do sit down, but they have a tendency to teleport to you. Especially when you travel between dimensions, whether they're sitting down or not. The deer provides us with jump boost, by the way, which is, interesting. Let's see. Well, yeah, it'll follow us up here. Very good. You just sit down there for now. Next one I want to make, we're going to need a zombie for. I choose you. Now, the one we're making, the blacksmith, is also a Hadron's Lure recipe, I guess. We are going to need 2 more bowls. And some vanilla tools. We got our bind Goliath book. And we should get our purple particles. Yep. Now the blacksmith is cool. Like, just on his own, I believe he will repair your tools and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, repairs equipment while we're mining. And it will also upgrade other familiars, including the deer. What it's going to do with the deer is... Hello! I love these guys. These are... This is half the reason to do occultism, is because these models are so great. It'll upgrade the deer if we give it some iron, so that the deer will have a hammer that it can attack with. We're gonna let the deer stand up. I don't know how much iron we can give. Can we give him 2? Hold still. There we go. Okay. Give him an amount, it starts to show up on the little anvil there. Oh, you can definitely give him more than a stack. Let's see. Okay. We got some advancement for a stack and a half. And there's the deer with the hammer. Okay, so it takes a lot of iron, but you can totally do it. That's awesome. Now, if we want to store these guys safely so they're not teleporting around all over the place when we change dimensions, we're going to need a familiar ring. They use soul gems, which we've made before, and also 2 gold and 2 silver. And we'll just need to bind ourselves a book. And we'll have the ring. I think all we have to do is just right-click the familiar. Yep. Now, I will not remember who Akiazer or whatever is, so we're just going to name this ring Deer. Simple enough. Making these rooms as I go and trying to finish them at least to some extent. We've got these 2, some walls and some ceiling. And this next one, for the Cthulhu familiar, we use these dusk bricks. And, oh, is this not gonna work? Yeah, we'll have to put these in manually. Alright. I wish we had more vertical slab options, but where we don't, this will do even if we're not able to easily randomize with the trowel. This will be fine. Should be all set up. We got 8 fish. We got the bound book. And we got a squid. That is not my sword. There we go. Sweet purple particles. There we go. Little baby Cthulhu with a fancy hat. Come on, buddy. Next thing I want to do is summon a chimera. Chimeras are cool. You can grow them up. They get big. You can ride them. But that's not... And we might actually get one for that, just because they're so awesome. But that's not why we're doing this. Now, this one uses 9 items. I take back everything I said about 8 being the highest I'd seen. It doesn't really matter where you put the bowls, as long as you're not breaking the chalk. Oh, we need, we got black particle effects. I forgot about the sacrifice. We're gonna need a sheeps. Yoink. Alright, I've never really had any problem. I've forgotten the sacrifices before. It's pretty forgiving. I've never had it, like, bork out on me without me involving myself, thinking it had borked out, and, like, taking stuff out of the bowls. You should see it in a second here. Yeah, there you are. Hello. You're coming with me. Alright, we're gonna give you a golden apple. And now the goat's separate. Hold still, you. It just lies down. Next step. I'm pretty sure this is a forest. Oh, that's right. Oh, this is wooded hills. Let's see. Here's forest. Wonderful. Now we take our goat, black dye, a flint, and an eye of ender, and we have Shub-Niggurath. Now Shub-Niggurath is cool. It like summons little guys that go and attack your enemies. And the famous goat with 1,000 young. But the reason that we made Shub-Niggurath is for that. Yeah, Eldritch Love. Wonderful. And here's one of the young. We're gonna need to get this guy into a ring as soon as possible. They don't last. They like blow up, kind of. But it's a lot of noise. Now we're also gonna put Cthulhu here in a ring, because we're gonna want the water breathing. Ars Nouveau also adds familiars that are lots sturdier. We are going to want, let's see. We're gonna want a tablet of binding, first of all. Here we go. We will need some blank parchment. We will need quite a few things. We will need some mage bloom fiber. That'll give us blank parchment. Sure there isn't an advancement for that. And we need vexing archwood? Do we not have any? Yeah, it's this purple stuff over here. Let's see if we can't make short work of it. Might as well. Oh, hello. Might as well grab this one, too. Okay, here we go. 1 tablet of binding. Now, if we look in our worn notebook here, let's see... Where's rituals? Here we go. Performing rituals. Yeah, okay. tablet and brazier. Okay, so this one's simple. We don't need to add anything to it? I guess not. What we want... I think we have a Wixie charm in here somewhere. I think we found one? Yeah, perfect. We're going to want the Wixie shard. We're going to want the Wixie cauldron. Okay, which is, well, that's going to be part of making the Wixie. So let's see what we do with the shards. Okay, not bad. So like the other charms, it's an enchanting apparatus recipe. I'm pretty sure we can use just any sapling. What was the other piece? The crafting table, of course. Here we go. Shouldn't be a second. Awesome. I think, just use her on a cauldron. Oh no, that's not gonna work, is it? We'll put the cauldron right over here. And in the meantime, as in I forgot, we're gonna need a ritual brazier. Or something similar. Here it is. Okay, so it's just an arcane pedestal. That's easy. And we'll need a source gem block and some gold, and we're good to go. I'll toss this down here. Summon the Wixie. It'll take just a second, sort of like with the Drigmean similar. There she is. Now, normally she'll like automate a single step of a brewing process for you. It's cool to have a little line of them making potions. But we're gonna right-click the tablet down, and then the binding scroll. Now we've unlocked the familiar. You can, you know, you can get the Sylph and the Drigme and the Carbuncle. I think even the Bookworm, which we haven't looked at yet. But now we can just summon her. There she is. Come on, don't be shy. Now what she'll do, and I think you can look in here. Yeah, they'll increase potion durations, and they'll throw harming potions at enemies like a witch would. And she'll just follow us around. She has 40 hearts, or 20 hearts, 40 health. And when she dies, we can just summon her all over again. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you won't die. You can stop her from following by right-clicking, shift right-clicking. I thought there was some way to do that. That's all fine. She doesn't get in the way, she doesn't push you around. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.